Good morning, students. So today we are here again. We are meeting on online sessions. So today we will start the new chapter for class 8, chapter 4, that is materials, metals and non-metals. Let us start the chapter. And before starting the chapter, I would love to share a story with you. Let us discuss a story. Let us listen to a story. What happens once upon a time, there was a Paleolithic man, the Stone Age man was there. He used to work with the stones. पत्थरों के साथ वो काम किया करता था. पत्थरों को तोड़ता था पत्थरों से, है ना? पत्थरों से नई नई चीजें stones के साथ वो बनाता था. He was experimenting with stones. Paleolithic man was experimenting with stones and making new tools, new things. Then one day what happened? Suddenly he found a different type of stone. एक अलग तरह का stone उसे मिला, which he did not know about. कि भी ये क्या है ना? जब उसने उस स्टोन के ऊपर स्ट्राइक किया, he was surprised because that new found stone was not able to be broken into pieces. That was quite hard and strong. Then suddenly Paleolithic man threw that stone, newly found stone, into fire accidentally. And he found what? He found that different stone, when that was kept in the fire for so long, that started flowing. That became red hot flowing thing. पिघली हुई flowing चीज बन गई. वो तो एक solid चीज थी, वो flow करना शुरू हो गई. Another surprise. उसके बाद उसने क्या देखा, जब वो थोड़ा थोड़ा वो flowing, वो जो पत्थर फ्लो कर गया था, लिक्विड बन गया था, उसको वो जो ठंडा होना शुरू हुआ, जब उसने उसके ऊपर स्ट्राइक किया तो वो उसने शेप चेंज करना शुरू कर दिया. Clear? Then he learned the properties of this newly found stone and he used it. Was that an innovation? क्या वो innovation था? Yes. उसने क्या किया? उसने उस नए पत्थर से नए नए tools बनाने शुरू कर दिए. Clear? Tools बनाए उसने. और उसने क्या सीखा? What was learned out of those experiments? That some materials are hard, some are soft, and some are brittle. Some materials are solids but can flow when heated. Some materials can be shaped into another structures by beating. So he found certain new things. Then the evolution of man began. Now we are talking about materials. Let us discuss about that. That various materials are all around us. So many materials are present all around us. That all the stuff collectively around us is known as matter. उसको क्या कहते हैं आप? Matter कहते हैं. Earlier you have discussed about matter. That matter is something that has mass and occupies space. So everything around is matter. We all are made up of matter. Let us define this in another way. Matter is made up of elements or a combination of elements. एक element या बहुत सारी elements के साथ मिलके matter बनता है. Material is any type of matter. For example, silk, rubber, cloth, wood, etc. Now, what is an element? We are talking about element here when we are explaining matter. An element is the simplest form of matter and cannot be broken down by any physical or chemical methods. Simplest form of matter जो है वो element कहलाता है, and that cannot be broken by किसी भी physical chemical method से हम उसको break नहीं कर सकते. So elements are referred to as building blocks of this whole universe. इस पूरे universe का building block हम element को ही बोलते हैं. Let us discuss about atom. A new term is here, introduced here. The simplest unit of element is an atom. Element को break तो नहीं कर सकते, but element भी तो किसी चीज से मिलके बना है ना. Element is made up of atoms, number of atoms. So element atoms से बना. Atom क्या है? The simplest unit of element. And element contains only one kind of atoms. एक element में सिर्फ एक तरह के ही atoms होते हैं, जो कि during physical changes, कोई भी physical change आप element को तोड़ देते हो, break करते हो, melt कर देते हो, those atoms inside the element remain unaffected. उनको कुछ नहीं होता है. For example, the atoms of element sulfur are same in all the three states. वो solid है, liquid है या gas है, उस element के, उस sulfur element के atoms जो हैं वो same रहेंगे, unaffected रहेंगे, whether the sulfur is in the state of solid form, or it is in liquid state, or it is in gaseous state, the atoms of sulfur element will remain unaffected altogether. Then we are talking about atoms. Now let us discuss about something else. That what will happen when two or more elements will combine each other? What will happen when two or more elements combine chemically? When two or more elements combine chemically, they form one new term that is called compound. So compound bolte hain. Here I am giving you the example of oxygen and hydrogen elements. Hydrogen and oxygen, when we combine these two things, water is formed. Let us elaborate this in further slide. The compounds have, the very first thing is the compounds have entirely different properties from the combining elements. जो elements combine कर रहे हैं हम दो, उनसे जब compound बनता है, तो वो compound entirely different properties possess करता है. Here, because we have taken the example of hydrogen and oxygen, so we know that both the elements hydrogen and oxygen are gases at ordinary temperature. दोनों gases हैं. Hydrogen is a combustible gas, highly combustible gas, which burns with a blue flame and a pop-up sound. Hydrogen is a gas, combustible है. While oxygen is also a gas which supports combustion. दोनों gases हैं, दोनों ही समझ लो कि एक combustible है, दूसरी supporter of combustion है. ठीक है, combustion में helpful है दोनों. But water, जब इन दोनों को mix करते हैं, combine करते हैं, chemically combine करते हैं, then we found a compound which is named as water. Water क्या बन जाता है? वो दोनों gases हैं. अभी water क्या बना? Liquid. और water की properties are entirely different from the properties of both the gases. Hydrogen and oxygen gases हैं, water बन गया तो entirely different properties हो गई. Gases किस में convert हो गई? Liquid में. और liquid जो है, that is not a supporter of combustion. That actually put off the fire. Now let us talk more about the element. Earlier we have already discussed this, that element is the simplest form of matter and cannot be broken down by any physical or chemical methods. These are the building blocks of universe. Why we are discussing elements here? Because we are to discuss all the elements and we are to divide those elements into certain categories according to their properties. What are those? So why we are discussing about elements? Because all the elements are subdivided into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metalloids are a group of elements which possess characteristics of both metals and non-metals. Out of the 118 elements discovered yet, 92 are naturally occurring elements. 92 elements are naturally occurring in the atmosphere. Amongst those 92 elements, 18 are non-metals, 6 are metalloids, and rest of all are metals. Rest of all the elements are metals. This is the picture of periodic table. Here, all the metals, non-metals, and metalloids are kept in periods according to their physical as well as chemical properties. So in this chapter, we will be discussing physical and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. First of all, let us discuss the physical properties. The very first thing about the physical properties of metals is physical state, how they look like, how the metals look like. Metals कैसी दिखती हैं? They are generally solid at room temperature, except mercury. Mercury is the only metal which exists in the liquid state at room temperature. Then what about non-metals? Non-metals exist in all the three states. They can exist in solid, liquid as well as gas at room temperature. The examples are sulfur and phosphorus. These are solid. Bromine is the liquid, while oxygen, nitrogen and chlorine are the gases under ordinary conditions of temperature and pressure. Then we are discussing luster. Luster means shiny appearance. Metals have a shiny appearance. The characteristic shine of the metals is called metallic luster. What is metallic luster? It is the characteristic shine of metals. What are the examples? Gold, silver, platinum, aluminium, iron, zinc, and tin are some of the metals which are lustrous. In fact, because of this property, the lustrous, the metallic luster, the metals like gold, silver, and platinum are used to make jewelry and decorative items. And these metals can be polished also. Then the luster of some metals are lost when exposed to the atmosphere. You have seen the copper vessels after some time, the copper vessels lose its luster. Why? Because these metals react with air and moisture present in the atmosphere. And just because of this reaction with air and moisture, a thin coating of oxide layer on its surface is developed. This process, this type, the metal when undergoes this chemical change is then said to be tarnished. How this tarnished metal is recovered? Rubbing with sandpaper or polishing removes the oxide layer and metals gain their luster. This was about metals. Non-metals have dull appearance, but graphite, diamond, and iodine are the only non-metals which have luster. These are the three examples which are lustrous, non-metals. Then hardness. Most of the metals are hard, strong, but there are again exceptions. What are those exceptions? Except sodium and potassium, which are soft. Metals are hard, but sodium and potassium are the metals which are soft. These metals, sodium and potassium, can be easily cut with the knife. Clear? Iron, zinc, copper, and tin are some of the hard metals, and metals can also bear a lot of stress. आपको पता है metals are highly strong and hard, तो stress भी bear कर लेती हैं. That is why, because of this strength, for example, iron, it is used for the construction of building and bridges. Clear? Because of this strength. Non-metals, which are solid, are not strong as the metals. Solid to hoti hai non-metals, but those are not strong. In fact, they are soft and brittle, jaldi tootne wala, and they break into pieces on applying the force. Sulfur and coal are some brittle non-metals. You know coal, aap sabne dekha hai, coal toot jata hai. Now, there is again an exception. Diamond is a non-metal. It is made up of carbon, and it is one of the hardest substance found on the earth. It is an exception. And one more exception is there. Graphite and diamond, both are carbon products. Graphite is brittle, diamond is hardest substance of the universe. Sonority. This is again another physical property of metals. Metals are sonorous. They produce ringing sound, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous. For example, आप bell बजाते हो या आप एक wooden desk को bang करते हो, किसमें आवाज आएगी? Bell में से आएगी, wooden desk में से नहीं आएगी. So the bells and strings of musical instruments are made up of metals like iron, copper, or alloy. Alloy, mixture of one or two metals होता है. So here we have concluded that metals are sonorous, but non-metals are not. Then malleability. This is another very significant property of metals. Metals can be drawn into thin sheets. Metals को beat करके thin sheet में convert किया जा सकता है. This property of metals by which these can be drawn into sheets is known as malleability. For example, an iron nail or wires of copper, aluminium, silver, gold, when beaten with a hammer, will flatten into thin sheets. The sheets of gold and silver, you can see here, these are used for making ornaments. And very thin foils of silver, जिसे हम वर्क कहते हैं, वर्क चांदी का वर्क कहते हैं, are used to decorate the sweets. Or aluminium foil, you all use aluminium foil to wrap your food. That is also a metal, aluminium metal. It is made up of aluminium metal. So aluminium is also malleable metal, so it can be drawn into thin sheets. So the property of metals by which the metals can be drawn into thin sheets is known as malleability. Ductility, another very significant property of metals. Metals can also be drawn into thin wires. This property by which the metals can be drawn into thin wire is known as ductility. Here examples are copper and aluminium, and these wires are used for transmission of electricity, while the gold and silver wires are used for making jewelry. In fact, gold and silver are the most malleable and ductile metals. Clear? So here we have a science bit, a piece of knowledge. An ounce of gold can be hammered to an unimaginable thinness of 100,000 of an inch without disintegrating. एक 1 ounce of gold को hammer करके 100,000 of inches की लंबी sheet बनाई जा सकती है बिना टूटे. Then iron is quite strong and malleable, but it cannot be used in the pure form. Iron को हम directly use नहीं कर सकते. When iron is mixed with a small amount of chromium and nickel, it forms stainless steel, which is harder. वो hard है और stainless steel को rust भी नहीं लगता है. So that is a best use of iron, nickel and chromium. Then conductivity. Conductivity में हम दो topics पढ़ेंगे, conduction of heat and conduction of electricity. Conduction of heat means, can the heat flow through the metals? Yes, metals are good conductor of heat since they allow heat to flow through them easily. That is why utensils for cooking food are made up of metals. आपको पता है metals के बने होते हैं utensils, क्योंकि उसमें गर्मी जाती है और खाना पकता है. The heat supplied at the place is distributed. At one place is distributed all over the vessel, and food is get cooked. जो गर्म होता है बर्तन नीचे से भी चारों तरफ से गर्म हो जाता है, तो जो food है हमारा वो easily cook हो जाता है. The handles of utensils are made up of wood or plastic. Wood or plastic are non-metals. They are non-metals. They are non-conductors of heat. They do not get heated up, and therefore we can hold them easily while cooking. So we can say here that metals are good conductor of heat, but non-metals like carbon, as in wood, oxygen, nitrogen, are non-conductor of heat. Then conduction of electricity. Metals are good conductor of electricity. Silver is the best conductor of electricity, followed by copper and aluminium. पहले सिल्वर सबसे बेस्ट कंडक्टर है, फिर कॉपर बेस्ट कंडक्टर है, एल्यूमिनियम बेस्ट कंडक्टर है. Therefore, wires used to conduct electricity are made up of copper or aluminium. Now you will ask me a question, why not silver? Because silver is the costly metal. That is why silver is not used for the purpose of carrying electricity. It is not used as an electrical wire. So then next is non-metal. Non-metals are either bad conductors or non-conductors of electricity. Wood, plastic, cotton, nylon, and gases present in the air are non or bad conductors of electricity. A screwdriver used for electrical purpose has a handle made up of plastic or wood. You know that screwdriver का handle क्या होता है? वो इसलिए होता है ताकि उसमें से electricity conduct ना करे. Here I would like to show you the screwdriver. If I will find something here, you can see the screwdriver. Here plastic sheet is there. Here it is made up of metal, and here it is of plastic. So यहाँ से जब पकड़ेंगे तो obviously electrical current नहीं लगेगा हम लोगों को. So that is why it is made up of non-metal. So another thing is there, graphite. Now graphite is an exception. Everywhere exceptions are there. Graphite is a form of carbon which is a good conductor of electricity. It is an exception. और graphite आप देखो use होता है electrical circuits में, बहुत सारे nanotechnologies में use होता है. Graphite is a wonderful conductor of electricity. So next topic is next physical property is melting and boiling points. Most of the metals have high melting and boiling points. Metals do not get melt easily. They require higher temperature to melt or boil. But again, exceptions are there. Sodium, potassium, and mercury are exceptions. These are the metals which do not require high temperature for melting or boiling. Non-metals except graphite. Only except graphite, all the non-metals have low melting and boiling points. Graphite has higher melting and boiling point. So exceptions भी हम साथ-साथ पढ़ रहे हैं बेटा. हम melting boiling point की हमने पढ़ा कि metals का होता है, higher होता है, but sodium, potassium and mercury में exceptions हैं. On the other hand, non-metals जो हैं उनका low होता है, melting and boiling point, but graphite का higher है. Melting and boiling point I would love to discuss here. I will explain you. Melting and boiling point का मतलब होता है वो temperature जिसपे कोई भी सब्सटेंस मेल्ट हो जाता है या बॉयल हो जाता है. नाउ जितनी फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज हमने डिस्कस करी अभी तक, उसमें से हमने क्या फाइंड आउट किया? वी फाउंड दैट जनरली मेटल्स आर सॉलिड, दीज आर हार्ड एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग, sonorous, malleable, tactile, good conductor of heat and electricity, lustrous, with high melting and boiling points. On the other hand, non-metals may be either solid, liquid, or gases. They are soft, they are non-sonorous, they are non-malleable, non-ductile, non-conductor of heat and electricity. They are dull in appearance and have low melting and boiling points. So these are the physical properties we have discussed till now. So here I would like to stop my video. This is all about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. And in the next video, we will be discussing the chemical properties. One by one. There are so many chemical properties, so we will be discussing like one by one all the properties. So here I'm taking your leave. We will meet again. Till then, goodbye.